G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online on the Sorcerer. Continuing on with our Green Shade. Questing. Treathe Nidiel.
I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope, though. Bosma around here petition the Wilder King for an audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time.
I understand, but I'd like to petition nonetheless.
Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone.
All I have to do is touch the stone?
I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those wood orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
I'll just go touch the petitioning stone. That's all I gotta do. Okay, sounds good to me. Petitioning stone is over here. Let's go for a little ride. Oh, can we clear that? Yes. There is a way shrine not too far away as well. Touch the petitioning stone. Ah, the Wilder King.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come?
I've come to negotiate on behalf of the Dominion.
Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Aldmeri Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others.
Look how sparkly he is. You would only be alienated from our common enemies.
Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand.
All right. How do I do that?
Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature.
Well, over here, yep. Ah, right.
Strike us down, but the veiled heritance will always rise again.
Advisor Norion. All too easy. Done. An explosion all around me. Hide arm cops of health. Oh. Starting to get a little low on that inventory space. I'll have to upgrade that somehow.
Zazi is finished with this village.
Hazazi?
Now you are negotiating with a forest spirit who calls himself a king? With all those floating leaves, Hazazi thinks he looks very silly. Do you really think this is going somewhere? Or is it just a waste of time?
Possibly. But you're not helping very much.
By the light of John and Jod, this is the craziest thing ever seen. Even Razamdar would have lost his patience by now. If you think all this makes sense, then Hazazi is starting to wonder about you too.
Alright, Hazazi, you just gotta relax. Wilder King?
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though.
Yes, they are known as the Veiled Heritance.
The Veiled Heritance, yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy.
Who is this person you're referring to?
She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the petition stone again, and I will share it with you.
We have much need of someone like you, Aranius.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
An opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosma.
The Bosma in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosma mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear. Of course, Lady Estrie, you can count on me.
Aranius!
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranius is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranius is on her way to my throne.
But she's coming with Andor to destroy you.
So she believes. But there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. Like the branches of a grat oak, I believe that Aranius' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranius, you must come deeper into the forest.
Where do I need to go?
You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should seek out the spinner, Marrowan. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end.
What about Andor and Aranius? Will you be safe?
Yes. Traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marrowan. Safe journeys, my friend.
Alright. I'll look for Spinner Marrowan then. Alright, but before we do that, let's go. Let's go grab... Oh, it's on the way anyway. Want to grab that way shrine there. Tag that. The Labyrinth Way Shrine. Getting up that way. Labyrinth. Labyrinth. Have I been here before? I'm just thinking of Oblivion. Whether I've actually been here. I don't think so. Seems like it's a little bit too far. I think I've been around here, but I think that extended all... Oblivion extended all the way maybe through here a little bit and into the Gold Coast. Definitely to Kavach. Maybe a little bit further as well. I gotta play that again. I did like my time in Oblivion. Spinner.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranius' story.
The Wilder King told me to find you.
Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right.
What are you talking about? Where is Aranius?
Inside the story. You must also enter the story in order to help her.
All right, I will.
Aranius wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in.
So she's inside the story you're telling?
Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had, someone she can trust who can change the person Aranius becomes.
All right. Then put me into the story.
Ask nicely.
May I please join Aranius in the story?
Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene.
Okay, crazy. Let's take part in the story.
Have a seat by the fire and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely.
Look into the fire.
Imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean.
Watch the flames.
Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset.
Focus on the fire.
Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by magicka. Only 2 living Altmer possess such power.
Continue to focus on the fire.
One of those 2 Altmer stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
Enter the story. Aranius?
The island of Silatar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again.
I don't know what's going on.
That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together.
Do you remember me?
Why wouldn't I? We practically grew up together. You're the only one I can trust these days.
You don't remember anything about Bramble Breach?
Bramble Breach? You know my parents have never let me leave Silatar after they saw what I can do. I've missed so much. What happened at Bramble Breach?
Well, it's not important now. Why'd your parents leave you here?
They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right?
Of course not.
You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me.
And go. Okay. She's off. Which way? Is the lighthouse a long way? Do I have to run that? Maybe I'll just go this way. Which way is she go? Oh no!
Watch your step!
Aranius! Cheater! She's going that way. I'm gonna go this way. This is the way, folks. This is the way. Nice shortcut. She's gone the long way, and that is why she will lose. Made it. Aranius. Aranius.
Are my vines getting in your way?
That's not even... Come on, the race is over. I've already beat you. You can't do that after the race.
Not bad. You're pretty fast.
Did you just bind my legs with vines?
Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens.
It's cheating.
I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning!
Where's the farm?
Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silatar. We have to stop them.
Clear the farm of bandits. Where are the bandits? Oh, yep, there is a blazing fire over there. Bandits up here. Okay. There's heaps of them, actually. All just standing around.
Go around!
Move! Now!
Rogues down. Steel mace of flame. Oh!
Circle around!
Dead, dead, dead.
That'll show them. No one attacks my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals!
Where did they come from?
Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too?
I only want to help you.
I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you.
I didn't realize how upset you were.
No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more.
Madeline?
In her tale, Aranius was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences.
What happened?
You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranius' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it!
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island! I made this little island!
What? What do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranius tried in vain to win her parents' affection.
What happened next?
So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the manor's great hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Aldmeri, I hope.
Is that all I needed to do? To understand her?
No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranius needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone.
Where is she?
Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranius in the garden.
Guest bedroom? Find the lighthouse story. The Witch of Silatar. The Veiled Heritance plans to harm the Wilder King. If I enter Aranius' past through Marowyn's story, I can change her future. The Veiled Heritance of Aranius' past will use her insecurity to bring her into their fold. Marowyn instructed me to view other scenes of Aranius' story to give me a better picture of her fall. Next story is atop the lighthouse.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Find the Great Hall story. So she shipwrecked the boat when she raised the land. Poor Aranius, she's just trying to do a good thing. Hey, they all survived, right? And they can live on this island now. Got a whole island here that they can play on. A lot of land. Can't use a mount here. Thankfully, the island isn't that large. So it's off the coast of Somerset. Wonder how this story's going to play out and whether this place still exists. She go around and light up all these candles as well?
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just, you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father?
Use the dresser to change clothes. Quick change. Talk to Aranius in the Manor Garden.
You look good. How do you feel?
Fine. How's the party?
There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something.
You sound hesitant.
Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me.
And when you know what's planned?
I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Alright, we had a good listen there.
Unda demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Unda could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial.
And one over here somewhere. I don't
Her
even...
parents did right to come to me. Only I can help the poor thing.
I didn't even have to hide in the bushes. Just Just walk around looking like I'm
Ander has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house.
trimming the hedges.
Aranius will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents.
Peladil? Talk to Andor in the field. Is that Andor? Yes, it is.
They took my wife.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosma were.
Wait, Aranius is supposed to demonstrate her power on a Bosma?
Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
You're right. I stand with Aranius.
They took my wife.
Where did they take her?
They will give her to the witch, the rock witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
Not if I can stop them. Oh no. Oh, he died. Jeez. Hang on just to tell me that, Spinner.
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander.
Is he more dangerous in real life?
He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranius to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails.
How do you know that?
I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranius' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her.
Where is Aranius?
In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
Go, 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 go. Gotta stop it. Somehow. Poor guy. He hung on just to tell me where his wife was. And then he expired.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm. Please. Aranius, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranius, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned?
Stop, 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 stop.
Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
This is not a necessary sacrifice. This is murder.
What about the Bosma who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission?
Those were bandits. This woman did nothing to you.
If I refuse to kill this Bosma, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silatar, a monster for fairy tales.
You're not alone. I'm here.
You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me.
What will you do now?
I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritants won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
Marwyn?
You were a fine character. Most enjoyable. And it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranius.
What just happened? Where did she go?
As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranius may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King.